All right, man, let's talk about the Mavericks trade that has been talked about for the Detroit Pistons, which and a lot of y'all, if y'all follow me on social media or you follow the um, community tab, you already know I said no way, no how in my Rob Parker voice. All right. But let's talk about it, man. It's just not appealing to me. It's just like they trying to dump their trash there. And the only good thing about the trade is that you get the expiring contract of um Tim Hardaway Jr. Which if it was all about expiring contracts and getting money, really then you should have just let Bojanovic contract expire, trade him at the trade deadline. So it's not about that. It's about getting pieces that the Detroit Pistons need. And it's not just about for the sake of just getting rid of Killian. People saying, well, I'm surprised you don't just want to dump Killian. Hey, dude, if Bojanovic is somewhat, and he is a resource, a really good resource. I mean, um, to put it in context real quick, he's a good shooter. He's a good scorer. Marcus Sasser, he find his way. He gonna be a good shooter. He gonna be a good scorer. So that's an electric 1-2 punch off the bench. And your bench shooting is the total opposite of your potential starting five shooting, which I'm gonna talk about that at some point this weekend or Monday. I just never know how the weekend gonna play or how it's gonna fall. You figure deal me. So but check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. And shout out to whoever made that donation on PayPal. Let me shout you out, real quick. I got you. Um, um, I want to shout them out, but real quick. Uh, um, but yeah, man, I'm not just dumping him for the sake of dumping the money. So we got two. I apologize, man. I haven't been I'm always logged out of PayPal. Alan Graham, he sent the donation April 5th. I apologize, brother. I definitely appreciate it, man. I did not see this. Appreciate the love. I get so many notifications on my phone. Shout out to Alan Graham and John. I'm not gonna say your last name, John M. Appreciate it. He said, love the YouTube channel. So I appreciate you guys for supporting and financially support the channel. And though for the best way to support the channel is the thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my main channel, Goodfella TV, right here on YouTube. You can check out my new channel too if you like some of the men's and women talk. We be having a little bit on here, just a tad bit. Free game 89 FR338. I'm a FR33 instead of two E's, game 89, all one word. So it says the Pistons Mavericks recently discussed a deal centered around Bojan Bojanovic and Killian Hayes. Let's kind of change this up a little bit, right? So y'all can see it. There we go. I know you see it. Classic album, New York City, by the way, one of the best trap albums. So long story short, and then we got a PJ Washington video to get to too. So let me put that in my notes. I tell you that, man. I know they tell people to carry a notepad around or whatever. Just in general, or if you're a content creator, or you just got an idea, yeah, man, open your note again. If you want better off doing a notepad or whatever you do, or get the notes open in your phone, yeah, write it down because I be forgetting to write stuff down. When I forget it, then I forget it, and then I be forgetting to do videos and the ideas that I be having for the future. But after trading Joe Harris and Monty Morris's offseason, a shout out to DetroitBadBoys.com, powered by SB Nation, appeared much more willingly to trade Bojanovic and Killian Hayes. In a recent report indicates Detroit is engaged with the Dallas Mavericks surrounding both players. The Athletic reports a three-team deal involving Grant Williams going from Boston to Dallas, involving some San Antonio draft capital, could become a four-team deal including to Detroit. Tim Cato reports that the framework deal Pistons would have sent Bojanovic Hayes to Dallas for Tim Hardaway Jr. and JaVale McGee. Now for Killian, he really not gonna thrive there playing with two ball dominant guys in Luka and Kyrie Irving. That's the worst case scenario for him. The sticking point appears to be the draft capital will require to take on. Detroit will have to take on to combine 22 million between Hardaway and McGee in 2024, 2025. So um those contracts are not expiring apparently. I thought Tim Hardaway Jr. contract was expiring. So let's see. I'm definitely not doing the trade. He can't stay healthy. So let's see his contract. Put this on the screen for y'all. Let's see his contract. So in my mind, it was expiring, but it's always good to fact check, read these articles. Maybe later. So yeah, he has one more year left at 16.1. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I'm not really concerned about that. Now JaVale McGee, he from here. Love his mom. Shout out to Mom's Dukes. And McGee. Um, hold on. So JaVale, he'd have been in the league 15 years. Hey, shout out to big fella. So he got a player option next year for $6 million. So at 37, I would say he's probably going to opt into that. Um, so and it says only $2 million is guaranteed to Bogdanovic, and Hayes will be a restricted agent that season. So there you go. Reportedly, Mavs reportedly talked to Detroit about Bojanovic's trade deadline, but didn't want to surrender first round pick in the deal to obtain the sharpshooting forward. There's no indication that the cost would have been this time around, other than noting that Dallas was once again incredibly cautious about the trading this 2027 first round pick, which could not be protected because of the other first rounder the team's owes. Other other Dallas assets would have been limited to young assets already. Dallas roster includes an impending restricted free agent, Josh Green. I do it for him. Young Jaden Hardy. Got too many guards already. I can see Green kind of growing into a good forward. Hayes would have represented a defensive minded back point guard along with Dante X. Remember, he's supposed to be the next Kobe. Bojanovic would have been a catch and shoot compliment to Luka and Kyrie. So, a signal of a future deal on Detroit's side of the equation. This alleged framework seemed to be much more aligned with the future assets fortifying next season's team, though Tim Hardaway Jr. is a better defender than Bojan, and McGee would sadly just be the team's best center. He would not be our team's best defensive center. Both have local ties, so that's a false. Jalen Duren is the best. And at this point, I think James Wiseman might be better than McGee. This can instructive of any potential deals the Detroit looks this offseason to finalize its roster. It seems clear as ever, extremely willing to relocate. Killian Hayes provide a fresh start in the new team, while players like Hayes and big man Marvin Bagley III don't have much value on their own. The team could be willing to attach Bojan to a deal and solidify a trade package. That doesn't necessarily mean the team is desperate to trade players. Hayes could still fill a role in the guard rotation as perimeter defender playmaker alongside Monty Moore, especially if the team feels Sasser can't reliably contribute during this rookie season. Well, Killian ain't reliably contributed at all. So hey, I don't understand. I don't get that one either in this article. Bojanovic, meanwhile, remains the team's most potent scoring option and could provide a league. So, like I said before, I'm not just dumping Bojanovic just to hell to dump Bojanovic or just to get rid of Killian Hayes. I ain't doing it. I didn't like the deal. If Josh Green not involved in the deal, Christian Wood in the signing trade ain't involved in the deal, or first round pick, I'm good. I don't mind taking on Tim Hardaway Jr., JaVale McGee, but make it worth my while. Throw Josh Green in there, throw a first in there, or throw a 3-and-D, or throw Christian Wood in there. We want to throw the White Powell in there, we can do that. But other than that, we good. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So, for the most part, that's the waste of our time. That trade was cheeks. Tim Hardaway give you a better defensive guard. That is true. But guess what? You already got Alec Burke back there. So you already got Alec Burke back there. So now that don't pretty much make any type of sense. You got Burke, Morris, Sasser. I mean, it's too much. Too much. Too much. Even though Tim Hardaway can serve as the same wing like Josh Green, but I think Josh Green could really grow into a really good small forward. Tim Hardaway Jr. He is what he is. He provides sharpshooting defense, but he just don't have the potential that Green got. Not saying Green ever gonna be as good as Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway's pretty freaking good. I just need more in that deal. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk Players more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. And don't forget, check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. And check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV. Peace.